Hello and welcome to the Unconventional Mumpire, where we explore the art of balancing motherhood, business, and life with intentional slow living. Grab a coffee, take a seat, have a moment to breathe, and let's discuss all things motherhood, business, and life. In today's episode on the Unconventional Mumpire, we're diving into the who, what, why, and when life does a 360. Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Rannee. I'm an advocate for leading a slower paced life. I'm a wife, a homeschool mum, and a toddler tamer. I'm an introvert that loves deep and meaningful conversations and connections. I'm passionate about providing expert customer service for women in business, and I run my own virtual assistant business around our family from our rural home. I'm passionate about kindness, supporting and uplifting women, and choosing to live life on your terms. I like to think outside the square, and I guess you could say somewhat unconventional. I want to be really clear about where I'm coming from here. I come from a place of love, a place of kindness. This is a judgment-free zone. We are all here doing what we think is best for our families. I am sharing from personal experience as a mother of 23 years and my life experience about motherhood, business, and life. This is a podcast for women out there wanting something more fulfilling, something less mainstream, with some thought-provoking topics. I want you to ask yourself, do you have someone inspirational in your life, or do you need to be the leader you needed? In today's busy world, it often feels like we're constantly racing against the clock. Whether it's meeting business deadlines, managing household chores, or juggling life commitments, the pressure can be overwhelming. But what if we could slow down and savor each moment without compromising on our responsibilities? After our surprise fourth baby in 2020, we discussed my return to work and we knew things needed to be different. I wanted to slow life down a little. I was exhausted. I felt burnt out. I wanted to spend more time with the family we created and enjoy them whilst they were still young. We don't have a village. It is just my husband and I juggling the childcare responsibilities between ourselves. I felt like I missed out on our other kids' younger years in my old roles. And as a 21st century woman, I returned to work only a few months after my second and third babies, just like society expects. I still carry the guilt of when one of our young ones graduated. I was on the plane to another country for work. Now, don't get me wrong, I am very grateful for every opportunity that came my way and the lessons personally and professionally. But in hindsight, having more of a work-life balance would have been nice. Although at the time, having that balance was the furthest thing from my mind. I was out to prove myself. I don't know who to, but the ones at home are the ones that mattered most. I wanted to maintain my knowledge and experience from my 15-year career and work around my family. 3.5 years later, my VA business has developed into something much more than I could have ever imagined. The words virtual assistant were thrown around in a group that I was a part of, but to be honest, I had no idea what a VA was. The thought never crossed my mind about owning my own business. At that point in my life, I did view life quite differently than I do today. So off I went to investigate, and after a few discussions with my husband, I began my VA course. Many nights and early mornings, I sat up nursing our baby, making my way through the course content. Was it easy? No. But here's where you get to choose your hard. It certainly wasn't easier for me to just go get another job and only see our children a few hours each day, living in the hustle and bustle and the rat race of the 9 to 5. We didn't want that sort of lifestyle anymore. I really want to talk about this in more detail, and I will in another episode, but not today. I did get a fully remote part-time job to contribute and help fund my new business venture. So upon completion of my VA course, I launched Receptive Connection in April of 2021, when my youngest was just 6 months old. What a learning curve the past 3.5 years have been. Goodness me. So many things to reflect on. There is so much more to discuss about juggling motherhood, business, and life. Now, if you'd like to read about my journey, I do have a blog on my website. I will link in the show notes below. But here are some key things for me when I first started. It is possible to launch a business around your family. You need to find a way that suits you and your family's needs. If your needs go against the norm, your family needs matter most, not other people's opinions. It is okay to seek part-time work to help fund the new business. Just remember to find a balance that works for you. Choose your hard. There is no easy in life, unless, of course, you have a silver spoon. But for the majority of us, that's not reality. Create the life you desire. We are here to live, love, connect, and be intentional. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe, rate the show, and leave a review. Connect with me on socials and join the conversation using hashtag Unconventional Mumpire. Join our mailing list. All the links will be in the show notes below. I would love to hear your thoughts on any topics you'd like me to cover for future episodes. Thank you for listening, and I appreciate you being here. Keep living with purpose and passion. I'll catch you in the next episode. Until next time, be the leader you needed.